RingGangRadio.com. Take over. Last mission. Final boss mode.
Of the day. Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder 3. The preview, because now we are closing in on about a couple weeks now. And yeah, and obviously, in this, I said before, like I'm not gonna give a prediction because, like I said, boxing guards are brewing up something for this shit, like they brewed up for Usyk and Joshua. So I am waiting to see what's gonna happen. But at least for this card understood that you need an undercard. You know, you need to have a decent undercard in hand. This has a damn good undercard. It's an all heavyweight because
decent. Like this is a good hard
fire matchup.
Fire undercard.
Yeah, because as everyone knows, like I mean, like when casuals look at boxing, casuals always point to heavyweights first. Like it's like human.
You giving people heavyweights from the jump, so it's like people who order the fights, they're gonna be like, hold on, yo, everybody come at 8 o'clock. Don't get here at 10 asking like what happened. Yeah, I mean you're gonna want to see this.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and like I say, and thankfully that they didn't break up the card, because that was like the biggest thing I was worrying about. I was like, man, are they gonna break up this undercard? You know, and because it was and they could have easily done it. You know, but thankfully they did not do it, and like it's intact from what it was supposed to be. And I'm just like, thank God, because that's what we needed. And before we go, and I'll definitely go. Let's go into the undercard before we even go talk about the main event stuff going on. The first one, and then PBC and Top Rank is since they're both co-promoting this, so basically the matches are both Top Rank versus there's one PBC fight, one TR fight, and then one TR versus PBC fight on there, I think, in the undercard, something like that.
Jogba Sanchez, which is going to be, they should open with that. That's going to be fire.
Well, they're not. It's actually the co-main. The opening.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that has to be the co-main, bro. What's wrong with you?
No, that's true. But I'm just saying.
No, you don't waste that. You don't waste that on the first fight.
Like I'm still getting my wings and nachos ready.
It'll probably be the Polish babyface dude.
No, it's not. No, and of course, before that, I mean, there's an undercard, and you know, you'll see if you watch the undercard, they actually loaded that shit up with Edgar Berlanga and J-Rock and Rabesi Ramirez in there, so that'll probably be like the free version on Fox, you know. So if you're actually interested in seeing those three fight, you know, and truthfully, an upset may happen on one of the fights. I'm probably looking at the J-Rock fight for whatever reason. There's something about that fight. I'm thinking that he may lose that shit. Because he's facing the guy that beat up. Why am I forgetting this dude's name already? And I had him on top of. Hold up. He's facing Vladimir Hernandez, and he was the one that beat up Angulo on that PBC card. He was the one that, you know, they had that punch fucker.
Oh, yeah, damn, that's a decent little fight right there.
Yeah, nigga, I was just like, oh, that's like, is that the right card? That's not the right fight you want to give J-Rock because he's coming off injuries and shit.
Hey, look, man, 154 is sharks, bro. Like, ain't no around at 154. Like,
you either swim or get out the damn pool.
Thank you. Yeah, exactly. And ain't no kiddie pool to swim in.
Yeah.
You in the same, it's adult swim for everybody.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, that one I was like, damn, like, you know, that one I'm looking at a possible upside on that one. And then Berlanga's facing the guy that BJ's had a Wilder himself, you know, from to actually win the fight. You know, Marcelo Caceres, you know, and I mean that could be a decent fight, especially for Berlanga, who's coming straight from Top Rank. You know, so I think Berlanga probably might get him out of there, but you just never know. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I think that's gonna be on FS1 before that. But in terms of the pay-per-view undercard, what's opening is Jared, the real Big Baby Anderson, versus Vladimir Treshkin, and he's the only one. Treshkin I've never seen fight before. I need to look more into.
Man, fuck all that real Big Baby shit. He's the only Big Baby at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, you right though. You absolutely right, bro. Like
The other one is TMT baby now, I guess.
Security guard. Security guard.
Security, yeah.
yeah, but at least with Treshkin, you know, he's undefeated. He's 22-0-1 with 12 knockouts. So he's 6'6". So I mean, you know, I mean, he'll either be a big stiff that Jared Anderson may put away, or he may give him a challenge. Who knows? But at least it's a decent, it's a decent little opener to see, because Jared Anderson needs that type of push. Like, I mean, honestly, because I know most people complain about where are all the American heavyweights going, or specifically, if you want to be, where are all the Black American heavyweights going? Like, hey, he's there, he's a prospect, So tune in,
exciting and talented prospect too.
Yeah, exactly, exciting. I mean, 9-0 with 9 knockouts. Like, Twain's young too, so yeah, like, definitely tune in for that one. And then the next one after that is the rematch between Robert Helenius and Adam Konecki. And
ooh, prediction time. Yeah. What y'all think about that?
See, I honestly, I think Helenius might find his chin again, because Konecki, because I know when we talked about this fight before, like, we all was like, you know what, maybe Chris Arreola damaged Konecki's chin, because Konecki took 300 power punches from Arreola in a 12-round fight. Like, there was no defense in that fight. Like, they were bombing away at each other. And then Helenius is washed up too, but Helenius has heavy stone hands. So
yeah, but he doesn't have the best chin either.
Yeah, Helenius' chin went to shit. I don't know how.
But that's the thing. You got to get to Helenius first, and then you got to fucking just keep throwing. Yeah. If you let him try to box you, or you just on some stupid shit, really.
Yeah,
yeah, he's gonna clip you, like.
Yeah, and that's what happened to Konecki. Konecki wasn't in condition, and was going face first, and he ate punches that he just could not absorb. And I honestly think Helenius will repeat his knockout win. This fight ain't going to no decision.
I think Fat Boy gets his win.
I'm feeling that way too. Like, I'm feeling like Konecki realizes, like, look, all I gotta do is just jump on him and don't let him get settled, and I could bomb him out and get him out of there.
Right.
Whereas before, like, he was following the man around. I mean, it happened quick. Mm-hmm. But he couldn't get anything off. He was looking lethargic. He followed the man around and pretty much ran into damn counters.
Yeah. Yeah, he did. Like, it was bad too, and it was a highlight on an otherwise lackluster heavyweight card. In a
lackluster month of boxing.
Yeah. Pilot, what do you think? Pilot. Oh, this nigga high again.
I mean, you can't just get hoed out by your leftovers, because Washington bombed the shit out of Helenius.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't let your leftovers hold you out.
Yeah, you definitely can't. So that's like pretty much like the big thing. Like, if Konecki, and on top of all, I think Konecki needs to be in shape. Like, Konecki, I don't want to see Konecki 260, 270. Because I remember I saw him talking about this shit, I think on Twitter or whatever. He's coming in like at a heavyweight. I was like, why? Like, I always talk about Konecki. If Konecki was at least in his 230s, I'm like, okay, that's good. That's a good weight. But don't come in fucking sloppy and shit like this. Like,
honestly, if you just get down to 240, I think he'd be at his best. Like, I'm not saying it's a bodybuilding contest. He ain't got to look all ripped, but at least his muscles will be loose and he can let them fades go.
Right, yeah.
If he could get down to 240, hell, even 245 for a couple fights, then we can start talking about, all right, you get down to 230 now or 237 or something. But right. If he's gonna just be all slow and lethargic and moving like a sloth with gloves, and he gonna come in there at 262 and shit, it's gonna be the same result. But if he takes it serious, drops 10, 15 pounds, gets comfortable fighting at that weight, and bomb this guy out early, shoot, we good.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And like I said, I mean, this one, has the potential to be a fight of the year. Depending now, if it goes more than probably 6 and they're bombing away, it might be a de facto fight of the year for real. You know what I'm saying? Like,
King P, what round you think Kanaki beats him?
This shit shouldn't go past 6. If it goes past 6, it's something where, like, no. if we're getting a fade, it's going to be over by the 4th round.
yeah, no, for sure.
So you call it 4?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm calling.
4 is a good. Yeah, because I'm thinking it's going to be early. I think I might go 3.
3 for the Polish assassin.
Yeah, for Kanaki.
Kanaki.
Yeah, well, Pilot. What about you?
I say Kanaki in 6.
Okay, so you okay. I'm thinking. Honestly, I think it's gonna be Hellenius in 3.
You think that the Areola fight kind of ruined them? Because that broke a record for most heavyweight punches, right?
I think it's Hellenius, if anything, ruined them now. Like, Areola ruined him for Hellenius the first time, but now that Hellenius got him, Hellenius ruined his ass.
He ruined him.
I mean, one thing about heavyweights too is like heavyweights, if they're starting to have punch stats that look like fucking featherweights in the ring like that, usually more often than not, heavyweights, they get damaged. Like any type of heavyweight fight where you're seeing them throwing a lot of punches and landing a lot of punches on each other, it never ends up good for them. It'll either deteriorate them quick, or it goes over, or it deteriorate over some time. But those fights take a chunk out of you for heavyweights.
Let me throw this out there. Maybe that gave Kalnaki a false sense of security, seeing he could take all those punches from Areola, and they were thudding arm punches. They weren't really no sharpshooter punches like Hellenius.
Yeah.
So maybe, he thought he was good since he could take those Areola punches, not knowing that, or realizing that Hellenius is a different type of puncher. He punches sharp and accurately, where it could clip you, where Areola is not really a clipping type of guy.
Nah.
So,
but you still
gotta look at that too.
But you still can't take
unless he's not a clipping guy unless he's facing Seth Mitchell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And DZ, he needs some milk. So yeah,
agree with Rusty. Yeah, if dude comes in heavy, he's getting KO'd even quicker. Like, that might be like the first 90 seconds.
Yeah, like Hellenius is like, you can't, like, Hellenius is washed though, but if you ever seen him when he was actually on, like, dude has wins over 3 former heavyweight champions. It's not really, that's a weird fact. I mean, they were faded, but he brutally KO'd 3 heavyweight champions. He
was capable.
Past it, but like, I mean,
so is Kalnaki past it? That's what we got to find out.
Yeah, that's because Hellenius is definitely past it. There's no question he's past it. Like, the question
you gotta get on the pass to be passed. I mean,
Kalnaki was getting primed to be a fucking Wilder KO highlight reel.
Yeah, he was until
I think they was taking their time with that though.
Yeah, and he was until he got KO'd by Duhafis, and that kind of ended Hellenius's little run there because he was undefeated. That's what he lost his 0-2. But yeah, I mean, Dude has a win over Chisora too, as well as the Lajkovic, Peter, and Lehman Brewster KOs. He was. But yeah, once he had that, and that was it, and he never regained
the ghost of Lehman Brewster. God, that wasn't Lehman Brewster.
Yeah, and then he lost to Hellenius lost to Dillian White, and then he got KO'd brutally by Gerald Washington, which was who the fuck saw that coming? So yeah, like Hellenius has a chance to try to revive his career with another KO of Kalnaki, and I personally, because it would be his last shot, and it's an eliminator too. It's a WBA eliminator, so it keeps him in the running to actually get a title shot at some point.
So all of us for Kalnaki except for Pat. Pat has got the underdog pick for this time.
Yeah. And we'll see obviously when the betting odds are released to see where he actually is.
This is one of those fights you won't know until the weigh-in.
Yeah. Like Hellenius is, for the most part, usually does come into some sort of shape. Kalnaki is just the one you just don't know. Like, you know, if he's gonna learn his lesson. But hey, yeah, we'll see for sure, man. And then the co-main is something that I've been we talked about this when both these guys were actually under the PBC banner. You know, with Efe Ajaba and Frank Sanchez. You know, so I mean, we all said, like, you know, whoever won this would probably lead the young heavyweight contender prospect type of coalition going. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I want to hear y'all picks for this one.
Put the quotations under young for from my boy Sanchez though.
Ooh, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. This is kind of put up or shut up for both of these guys.
Exactly.
This is where it really becomes interesting. I'm kind of torn on this one. I'm not sure. I'm honestly not sure.
I thought it was gonna be like Frank Sanchez.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm actually kind of like gun to my head. I actually think Ajagba might pull this off.
And before I go on, I gotta recognize Joshua. Oh, I see you. You back in there. Best pay-per-view undercard in a minute. It is. Yeah, you absolutely right. Yeah. This is definitely.
You'd have to go to like prime PBC Showtime undercards to really compare with this.
But Rusty, though, I honestly don't know how you thought Gerald Washington was going to be better. Like, there was nothing about Gerald Washington I ever thought was any good. Like, seriously.
He was a big guy who could move good. But couldn't really box all that great.
He gave Wilder some shit a little bit before Wilder stopped him.
Yeah, like, but for me, it was the Amir Mansour fight for him. Like, I thought he lost that shit, and then they gave him, and it was a draw. I was like, and he didn't look that great. And then after that, it was just like, yeah, the Wilder fight was, he was boxing up Wilder, which was just like basic boxing. And this is where I started thinking, like, man, you know, technically Wilder might be a little doo-doo. Because it wasn't anything special that Washington was doing in that fight. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, he thought he was going to be better than Brazil? Oh, wow. They both about the same.
both football players that transition, right, basically.
Yeah, basically.
One could just move, and the other one couldn't, and one could punch, and the other one couldn't.
Yeah,
didn't Brazil fight again after didn't he fought again, didn't he? After the
Valin beat the shit out of Brazil.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. You know, so yeah. Brazil and Washington are pretty much the same fighter, like, to me. So it's like, you know, in terms of momentum, like both of them are nearing the end of their careers. Washington has probably hit the end of his. Like, he shouldn't be fighting anymore, really. And Brazil,
both about there, really.
Yeah, Brazil is not too far behind. But
he took a lot of punishment against Valin, but
yeah.
Ajaba,
Frank Sanchez.
I changed my mind. I'm picking Sanchez. I'm like, I'm going back and forth. I'm like, I think Sanchez.
By stopping?
The Cuban School of Boxing. Team Canelo.
By stoppage or the cards for
by stoppage or the cards.
I think it'll be to the cards, but I could see a late round stoppage. But I'm picking the decision.
Okay.
Frank Sanchez. All right, just tell me why. Indulge us with that at least.
Is that 12 rounds?
I'm seeing 10 or 12. Like, it hasn't been nailed down yet. I mean, it should be 12 rounds.
KP, what's your reasoning? Speak, mortal.
I can see why Sanchez might be more of a fundamental boxer, maybe. I don't know. I'm speaking for him.
I feel like let me put it like this: if Sanchez fights Ajagba the same way he fought Dewechko, I could definitely see him win. But I don't know. We'll see. It's close. It's close. It's really a pick 'em for me. I really can't
I mean, that's what makes this fight so good. But you gotta have some type of reasoning.
I think Sanchez is just the better boxer than than Ajagba. And I'm not gonna Ajagba guy. I like Ajagba. I just feel that Sanchez has better tools. So when all else fails, you go with the tools.
Right.
When it could pick him.
Yeah, and I know PBC been trying to make Sanchez happen for a minute, and Sanchez hadn't really been impressing until like late.
I think Sanchez spoiled on the vine,
and that's really my biggest concern is that he kind of is spoiled.
Like Ajagba at least fought people who've been trying to win.
Ajagba's looked better recent. So
well, the funny thing is they both share an opponent. They both share Brian Howard. Like Brian Howard, at least. Sanchez got rid of Howard in 4. You know, it was after a couple of knockdowns. Meanwhile, Ajagba highlighted him with one punch. And put him away in 3. So it's like. I think skills and power separate them. Like Ajagba probably punches a lot harder than Sanchez does.
I think so too. I think he's definitely the better puncher.
But the thing with Ajagba, and I'm picking Ajagba because I
think he's more battle tested too.
Yeah, but the one complaint I have about Ajagba is his punch selection. Like, dude lives and dies with the left jab, right hand all the time, and this was the stuff that this was killing me when he fought that cat Johnny Rice, in his top ranked debut, and he looked too basic for my liking.
Yeah.
But Ajagba has power. Like Ajagba has some real power in his right hand. Like he punches.
Yeah, like he's a basic, but he's like a dangerous basic. Where Frank Sanchez is like, I don't know if Frank Sanchez is used to someone really trying to go and get him. And he kind of likes to play. He got play with your food tendencies. Right.
Yeah. So, and that's the thing. Like where if you do that with Ajagba, if Ajagba lands couple right hands, shit might be a wrap. And honestly, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Ajagba will probably win this, but it'll probably be like maybe an 8th or 9th round knockout.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 8th or 9th round knockout somewhere around. But I'll stick with 9.
You think with 9? I think he might. I'm saying 7. I think Ajagba gets him out there in 7 rounds.
Yeah, and
but I don't think the fight is gonna start off like action packed though. Like it's gonna be, I think somebody fucks up or gets caught, and then you're gonna start seeing a real fight.
Yeah, exactly. Like let's put it this way: if either one of them scores an early round knockout, I'd be super impressed. Like seriously, I'd be really, really impressed.
I mean, if it ends early, then the odds is likely going to be Ajagba's going to be the one that's going to end it early.
Yeah, because Sanchez, he's decent. He has decent power, but he doesn't have that lights out power. And Ajagba's chin. Ajagba's only been down once, and that was mostly because he was caught in when he was kind of squared up.
Sanchez definitely has enough power though.
He does. He's
a big dude, so.
But it's more or less.
I'm not saying he doesn't have power. I'm just saying if you were gonna tell me that the fight's gonna end early, I'm gonna say that it's most likely gonna be Ajagba that ends early.
I feel you on that. Like I can only really see Sanchez winning by KO if he like lines up Ajagba with something like.
Right.
He makes him run into something, or he sets up a good shot and Ajagba doesn't recover. But I think Ajagba is just gonna press him, and the KO is just gonna come eventually. Like whether it's gonna be an exchange or a counter or just a 1-2 setup, some basic shit. But I think he's gonna get Sanchez out of there. He's gonna be one of the highlights of the night.
Yeah, and and of course, I'll be laughing and I'll say my usual spiels after that because with Ajagba,
one guy's country needs him to win more than the other.
One guy's country is coming off of a win, a big win. So what I'm saying, but the other guy's country, he needs it. They just took an L.
Yeah.
Although it'd be nice to see a Cuban get a devastating knockout in a big fight for a change, and not just run their ass to a decision. Our boxer,
nigga, you asking too much.
Soundy boxed their way for a ho-hum decision that we all gonna forget about the next day.
You forget most decisions. Like
hell nah. Look, I still remember Lee Wood's decision over 12th round knockout over Zucan.
Thank you. You're proving my point.
No, but the thing is, if you'd have won a decision, no one would complain because he beat the shit out of dude and he really tried to knock him out.
He did.
A lot of these guys, they bullshit to the damn 12th round sometimes.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, because sometimes they realize they play the cards to their favor, and that's what happens, man. So, well, I mean, obviously, this is
I remember some decisions, shit.
But I mean, either way, I mean, like I said, I mean, we're hoping for a brutal fade in there. But if it goes to a decision, at least hopefully it's a competitive decision that hands were actually flying and there was attempts at a fade that happening.
Yeah. As long as we get a good fight, I'm straight. It don't really matter who wins to me, but
we need a couple KOs though. For it's a heavyweight card. We need at least 2 or 3 knockouts on this card at least. I feel like.
Yeah, well, you might be asking for too much, but we'll see.
I mean, with this undercard being so anticipated, I mean, I want to either see some wars. It ain't gotta be Tua Abeabuchi, but
nah,
give me some wars or some knockouts. I don't want to see no stinkers. I don't want to see Holyfield versus Larry Donald for 2021.
Yeah, no, and speaking of that too, because this fight is actually going to be put in the theaters. Like they actually finally a big fight is actually going to be put back in the theaters. So yeah, I mean, and I'm taking my lady for this one too, because I was probably going to order it, but since it's in the theaters, shit, when in Rome. So yeah, I don't want to be in a movie theater having to explain to her. It's like, baby, they're boxing. Like, it's not. It's like, and she's telling me, "Is this gonna be over yet?" I'm like, and I have to tell her to be quiet or something like that.
Yeah, you just want a good ass fight where you ain't got to explain and say shit.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers just fade each other up and next, fade, next, fade, next. Like, so yeah. So we kind of said all we could say on that one. So the final fight, Fury Wilder. Like, I know Mr. Scorpio over here, Mr. Pat Scorpio is like, nah, I'm good. The boxing gods have punished me enough. I shall not speak if on any predictions. But I have took a beating.
Now, I'm good. I'm just gonna say, because I'll have, like, once this unofficial heavyweight semifinal shit is over with, I'll have plenty to say on both, and and how things how it came to all of this. But right now,
let's go down the list. Like, I don't know, we could go alphabetical order. Let me see. Conscious.
Well, actually, get Rome on this.
Rome. Top 5.
Fury Wilder.
Probably needs to be prodded. Rome.
You on a list you not people not a part of, like superheroes and streaming everywhere right now.
All right, so I guess we'll try to get.
We'll come back. We'll go back to Pilot and Wilder Fury 3. The winner takes all. Who you got?
This might be my last time rooting for a black heavyweight for a long time. But
goddamn,
fuck it. I'm rocking with Wilder. KO.
Ooh, okay, Wilkie.
I'm rocking with Wilder. Fuck it. We're gonna hold out hope for the Bronx Bomber one more time. I think there's some curricular activity. I just have an intuition that I feel like Fury's back on the shits. I don't know, but I'm just saying. I don't know. I just feel like Fury. I feel like Wilder can win this fight and we'll probably knock him out.
Ooh, that's bold. That's bold, but I can see because Wilder, they got a little momentum going.
A little something there, a little something.
The confidence is there. It never left. I see you.
So I'd say round 9 for a Wilder KO.
Interesting.
Oh wow.
Both guys might get. I think Wilder might get dropped again. I think Wilder. I don't know. I'm hoping. More so hope than my actual. But fuck it.
Damn.
A 9th round KO for Wilder for Fury. Interesting.
Wow. Okay. So King P, what's your?
Well, I'll add to that. I'll say Wilder in 7.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm gonna be completely honest, and a lot of it has to do with, I think, like, part of me just not think Fury is up for this fight. And like I said that from the beginning when the fight was ordered. I'm like, I don't think he's up for this fight, and his language has spoken since. So I don't know if he's really up for this fight. And Wilder, for however much you want to say about his boxing, has taken this seriously. And let's see. I think that he's added some wrinkles, but we'll see how he implements them. But I think he's going to do enough that he'll get Fury again. He'll catch him, and I think he'll stop. And I'm not saying that like I'm not here rooting for. I like Wilder. I like Wilder more than Fury, to be honest. But I'm not like bomb squad. Yeah. Like some people. But like no, I think Wilder will get it done this time. So,
wow.
Rome, what about you, bruh?
Shit, you already know which way I'm sliding, dog. No, I'm just playing. I got Wilder at 4. I feel like he know this is it, and this is like his last fight of his career, pretty much. So he's gonna give it his all, and he's gonna knock this nigga out, and then he might try to fight another jobber, try to get back where he was.
Yeah, I mean, we all know. I mean, the stakes are. I mean, obviously, the stakes are the WBC belt as well as the lineal status.
No, this is a retirement match. Honestly, whoever's losing is done. The career's over.
No, I mean, if Wilder wins, he's not going to retire because Wilder has.
Tyson will retire though. Tyson Fury will retire if he lost.
I can see Fury retiring if he loses.
I can see him retiring or pushing for a 4th match. Be like,
if Wilder loses, he's not fighting nobody else. That's the wrap.
No.
So it's a retirement match.
It's like a loser goes home for Wilder.
No, Wilder's fighting again. I mean, well, yeah, if he loses, maybe not, but yeah.
Yeah.
But I got Wilder in 4.
These niggas is too shaky to even think they're gonna fight again if they lose. Like, come on.
Yeah, I mean, everyone knows, because Wilder, I mean, a lot of things like his legacy as a heavyweight, as champion, is all on the line. Like if he loses, I mean, he can fight, but it's gonna be hard to make. It's gonna be hard to make certain cases for him.
Yeah,
you know,
it's gonna be hard to make fights that people want to care about, like because everybody's gonna fight him differently. It's like how we said with Campbell Hatton, you know. Somebody's gonna wake up and say, you know what, if I just press this dude a little more than everybody else did, I might could get something going.
Right.
And you're talking about Wilder, who doesn't have the greatest of boxing skills.
Yeah, and I think that's the biggest thing. Like, I mean, one thing I could see is definitely Wilder is definitely up for the fight. Like, I mean, nonsense and other stuff aside, you know, it's whatever. He's up for this fight. Like, he wants it.
Yeah, just lay off the dumbbells, nigga.
Yeah, I don't want to see you bench anymore, like, or attempt or practice benching. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah,
but
I won't sully the name of benching by saying he's benching.
I'm just gonna be interested in seeing what wrinkles he brings to this fight. I know they've been cooking up something in Wilder camp. So
yeah, because this will be his first fight with Malik Scott as his trainer. So, or he has to be head trainer.
First time he's gonna get the head cheerleader as the head coach now. So you know.
You know, so that's pretty much the big thing, and then obviously Fury. I mean,
leg press only.
DZ's so stupid. But yeah, though, and honestly, Fury is more like, Fury loses, then I can't, because obviously the other fight that the big fight for him was actually the Joshua fight. And
they can still. Him and Joshua could still fight. So Joshua saying, "I'll fight Fury without him."
Zab Baldomir without the belt, bro.
Yeah, that's the thing. Obviously, Lester will be taken off there, but
just like no one cares about Wilder Joshua, though, boy. Like, these dudes gotta win when they're supposed to win. Like, that's the end of the story, really.
A Fury AJ fight without the belts is like a barely a step above a Kell Brook versus Khan in 2023.
Yeah, barely.
Yeah. Basically, that's like getting Charlo and her the fight right now.
Exactly, yeah, because it's like it won't be the fight. Like, they can fight, but in terms of reaction, like it's not the right time, and a lot of people wouldn't care. I sure wouldn't care about it.
Almost spent.
I would still care. I mean, I would still care a little bit.
I mean, I
We care a little
Oh,
bit.
yeah.
We're boxing fans, damn it. We'll care, but it's nowhere gonna near have the luster. You know, it's the Floyd Zab fight without, you know, with the damn Baltimore loss thrown in.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a perfect example.
That's all it's gonna be. You're gonna care. You might care a lot, but it ain't the same.
Yeah. So I mean, like I said, but I mean, I know the build up for this fight. I mean, obviously we've discussed the build up. We discussed Wilder's behavior. We discussed Fury's behavior. Their stare down. You know, unfortunately, where Malik Scott kind of got foot and mouth disease. You know, and got sunned repeatedly by Fury.
That's why Fury is so dismissive of them dudes, because it's like he feels like he sunned them so many times. And remember, because I get what people saying, because I understand, like, Wilder does have a renewed confidence and vigor about himself now, so I can understand why people would pick him, and especially since Fury seems so dismissive. But Fury feels like, look, man, he couldn't beat me when I was at my absolute worst. I'm nowhere near the level I was in 2018 when this man fought me. Mm-hmm. So he has a belief where there's nothing Wilder could do to beat him any point on after that time.
Right.
And I kind of feel where he's coming from. It may come off a little too dismissive, but, you know, remember, we're not the guys in there fighting. And honestly, we've all had people that feel like we interacted with, everyone's interacted at least with one person in their life where they felt that person thought they was on their level, and you're like, get the fuck out of here, man. Like, nigga, no. And you just got that whole Fury vibe, like, nah, man, you dude, like, you ain't seeing me type shit.
Lauderdale, did you pick up a winner, bro?
Huh?
Did you pick your prediction for this?
No, he didn't.
Yeah, Fury by round 4.
Oh, Fury stuck? Okay.
Yeah, keep in mind.
Fury gonna stop him again. I think it's gonna be sooner, because Wilder's gonna have more confidence, and I think he's gonna leave himself more open. He's not gonna try to back foot himself away.
Definitely.
Because I think Fury could get at him either way. Like, I don't know. It's hard. Like, this is the thing, man. It's hard to top the first prediction.
Yeah, I mean, LB did get the shit right on the dot for the rematch.
It's hard to top Fury round 7 for the second fight. Like if I was to get this one on point, like, that's super fucking crazy. Like I don't know if that's ever been done before. Like, we watching this shit for Ring Gang history as well. Like I'd be like the first, like, hold on, this motherfucker got both knockout calls on these niggas, like. But I think Fury round 4. I don't think the fight goes past round 7. I can see 4 or 5, but I think it's gonna just start off where the last fight left. Like, they're gonna go at it, and I think Fury just gonna outwill him. And a lot of the shit that Wilder's been practicing on, we don't know, because we don't know the extent of his level of getting into that shit, because it's not like we're seeing sparring. No. We only seen certain drills. The dude is still clowning and dancing and twerking in the fucking training camp. So if that won't change, then I know a whole bunch of other shit probably ain't changed either. So, and Fury, he doesn't give you that much confidence because he's caught COVID, he's traveling, he's here, there, he's displaced that place. Like,
yeah, bro, and bro be everywhere, and he's real. He's an extrovert, so he's really out there.
He said he gonna jump on social media, then he making tweets.
Yeah,
jumps on Instagram again, like.
Yeah. Fury be moving real wild or whatever.
It's not like he looks like crazy in shape either, so it's like you don't really know what to say. But
and in my case too,
it's crazy.
In my case too, I'm not a Fury. I'm probably the only one who's not a Fury or a Wilder fan, and especially with Fury. Like I've always said, I can't believe Fury still has a 0. Because I've watched this guy for a hot minute. I'm like, I don't understand how he keeps a 0.
Because the people who have a chance to beat them, they don't fight their best fights when they have to.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
Fury's been beatable a bunch of times.
Yeah, and Fury's like, yeah, because like I say, for the fights he doesn't get up for, he nearly takes L's. And like the violent fight is the latest example of this. Like, I mean, and this was after Fury, you know, people were like, oh, Fury's this master boxer. Oh, he handled a dangerous punch like Wilder. And then Violent comes out of nowhere and puts 80-something stitches in his head and nearly wobbles him over the place. So it's like...
And it forces that man into like a 115, 113 type of fight.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and so yeah, Fury is, you know, he's hot and cold for, I mean, but he's only hot, but at least the pattern is he's only cold for people that are not expected to give him any trouble. Like
that will, man. The dude gets up for them challenges though, so
yeah.
I don't know. It's like Wilder, they gotta believe in themselves, and he does. You can see it, but
yeah, he does.
You know, if everybody believed in themselves, if that was all it took to be great, then you know everybody would be great.
Yeah.
And you know, we be having the Hall of Very Good and all that shit.
Facts.
So yeah, I mean, so yeah.
So, and now in terms of how's everyone planning on pretty much what? I mean, are we just streaming or actually ordering it or going to the movie theater? So
I looked into going to a movie theater because I saw that you said it. So I looked online, and unfortunately, like the only movie theater by me that's having it is a theater in Staten Island, and I'm not sure I want to go all the way to Staten Island. Fuck Staten Island. So.
I mean, they might add more locations. You just never know. I mean, it might be one of the things you probably want to maybe check, or maybe
check the week of too.
Yeah, because I'm sure they'll add locations in.
All right. Well, I hope they do.
I just at the crib.
What's the website again for that again? I've been so long, I forgot the website to find the fucking.
If you look on our Instagram, I actually made a specific post with the actual the URL on it.
Cool. I looked on Adam Tickets and they had it.
So. Adam, that's the one. Adam Tickets. Thank you. Bro.
Yeah, I use Adam Tickets too. And the funny thing is too, I think they will because I looked at Alabama because Wilder's from Alabama. There's only one theater playing too. I'm like, yeah, that's not right. I'm pretty sure they're gonna add more to the
only one theater in Alabama.
Yeah, so but yeah, I think they will add more as it goes because, like I said, I mean, it's a big fight, so. I mean, and if it's not in the movie theater, obviously, if you can probably check locations. I know Dave and Buster's or shit like that. Like a lot of these places do. I mean, outside the theaters, they do hold like fight parties. So I mean, in my case, like I said, I mean, I'm going to go to a movie theater that's about maybe 20 minutes away from my place. And go there. Get the recliner, red chair, action, whatever. Buy popcorn, and my lady's talking about you got to buy me liquor. I'm like, yes, dear. So so. Yeah, so that's how I'm gonna spend it. Like I was gonna order it at home, but like you know what? If I can do it in the theater and pay maybe $13. Oh no, it's $25. But I'll make it 13 for myself. Trust.
Yeah, I'm good. Y'all niggas enjoy your movie COVID jamboree.
Word.
Hey, I'm masked up. I don't take my mask off for shit when I'm outside. So I'm staying away from everybody.
Nah, I still be in my mask too. Man, Florida's like free for all. Niggas,
yeah, I
do what you want.
We'll see though. But like, I'm not gonna lie. Going out on Wednesday to that AEW event, I'm like, I felt so uncomfortable. I'm like, there's too many people around me. Get the fuck away from me. You got 3 fat people by me taking up 2-3 seats. I'm like, yeah, I'm not taking off my mask for shit.
It seemed like everybody in New York was at that card because I think Sheik Luch was on there. I'm like, God damn.
No, Jadakiss was there. Lil Uzi Vert was there. He was part of the show. Maga Masvidal was there. A couple other people were there.
Was it 20K? Was it 20K filled, P? Or some shit? Like, I heard it was like packed as hell.
It looked packed.
Yeah, it was like 20,000. I think 20,000, close to it. And it was legitimately sold out.
Yeah. I mean,
what y'all need boxing for? Y'all got that.
Nigga, that's not a. Oh my god. No.
Knock yourself out. Get your wrestling on. Yeah, let the dope matchups come down here.
At least they give us the fights we want.
Word.
I need a Andrade versus Wheeler rematch.
Ladder match.
Oh, DZ. It says DZ. I saw DZ. I'm done eating noodles. Someone give Wilder his legs back.
I ain't gonna lie, his legs be like toothpicks, yo. But I'd be damned if he don't generate some power in that right hand.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, yeah, some people are just like.
I mean, historically, all the guys I could think of with the biggest power in their right hand were stick figures. Tommy Hearns was a stick figure, but that right hand.
But his whole body was a stick, though. Like Wilder is like normal upstairs, and then like the lower half of his body is like a light heavyweight, but he got a heavyweight upper half.
He's like Black Johnny Bravo.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but the difference with Wilder is Wilder doesn't exhibit this type of power with his left hand at all. Like not.
Yeah, like all these guys like Trinidad and Hearns, like they had legit power. Like, has there ever been anybody who just has power with one punch thrown one type of way ever?
Yeah,
like, that's not even power. That's just you got a special attack.
Yeah, I mean that's the freakish part of this. Like I said, that right here.
All you're doing is just holding down R1 during this sequence.
Yeah,
Falcon punch, baby. Let's get it.
Because like I said, most people who are insane punchers, they punch hard with both. They have freakish power in both hands. Wilder does not have freakish power in both hands. Just that one right hand he has. The left hook is like either a cleanup.
But that's the thing. It's not like he's throwing right uppercuts and right overhands, and like the right hand power only comes one way.
Yeah.
Like life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. No, what if that box of chocolates was a box of Wilders?
Yeah.
You know exactly what you're gonna get.
Yeah, exactly. And then it like I said, it's a blessing, but I always said, the day that someone can take that shit, and I'm not talking about going down like fear, but the day that someone can actually take that shit and fire back, then you'll see what Wilder's really all about. Really see what he's all about. But yeah, the right hand is absolutely, it's when you can throw that shit without having to set it up or pawing your jab, yeah, that's a God's gift right there.
Yeah,
it's either that or heavyweight defense is really went down in the shitter. So,
yeah, a little bit of both.
Yeah,
with all else fails, it's both.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we can't act like there weren't dangerous fighters for Wilder to face.
No,
how come Dylan White facing all of them people?
Yeah, and that's even like going forward too. Like if Wilder does win, because he like White is his man though. Like, because I think now it will be more or less like people are gonna really look at his career as like you gotta start finding some of these dangerous opponents that are out there, because heavyweights it's up there. Like there are some dangerous fighters out there.
Yeah, very
dangerous fighters.
Like Wilder has to face a damn Dylan White or a fucking Andy Ruiz before his career is up.
Yeah, like there's like
even the violin goes a long ways.
Yeah, and don't even forget about some of the Eastern Europeans that are kind of out there too. Some of them actually have outboxed them in sparring sessions or put hands on them. Yeah, so it's like they're there. Or Joe Joyce
podcast be on all day. We see them start picking out all the Wilder deficiencies and shit. Like
but like I said, they're out there. So either way, we're hoping for a good night of boxing, good night of fights, fades, whatever you want to call it, and hopefully, and then this will be a movement into a different direction for the heavyweight division.
I'm tired of the stagnation and just everything taking so long. Everything's based off of one or two fights for the whole year in heavyweights. Mm-hmm. So we'll see. Loser.
That doesn't sound any different than any other glamour division, unfortunately.
I mean, the glamour division is whatever we say it is. Shit, 154 is the glamour division now.
Yeah, absolutely.
This gang, nigga, this ring gang. Like, no one's gonna tell me boring ass welterweight is a glamour division or star-studded lightweight. You know that nobody wants to fight each other is a glamour division. You know.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
As far as I'm concerned, 154 and 140 the best divisions in boxing.
Yes, sir. You know.
Agreed.
Yeah. So because we get the fights where they need to have them. And the supporting fights that happen there are always on point, whether it's a B or a C level.
The non-glory divisions are the ones getting unified. It is what it is.
Yeah, facts, absolutely.
Yep.
You know, so I think that'll be a good way, good spot to end this podcast. For final thoughts.
Everybody for Wilder, and just I'm the lone guy picking Fury again.
I want to know who Pat's going for, but it's all good.
Pat's honest. I don't give a fuck shit. Like he's just kind of he's on his Joker shit. He's just wanting to watch the world burn.
that's a good analogy. Yeah, because like I said, I was not happy with Fury Joshua falling through because I really wanted that fight.
And then now Joshua took a L. Like I don't know. Pat doesn't deserve to make another prediction on heavyweights.
Oh, I will, but I'm waiting. Like I said, I'm waiting to some shit needs to be sorted out that I don't want to predict on. Because
he gonna take he taking a year off.
Yeah, because
I motherfucker wait until the dust settles.
Yeah, like I said, I would have happily made predictions on Joshua and Fury, whatever. But having that shit broke my heavyweight division spirit. I can't. That's like these need to clear all this shit out first. Like
That's why I'm glad all this shit happening this year, so we get this. Next year need to be Joshua Usyk rematch, and then some other type of fights.
Yeah, there needs to be a White versus Fury Wilder winner. Joe Joyce needs to be put in the mix, like Joe Joyce. I mean, because something needs to happen with the heavyweight division to move it forward.
I'm tired of the same names attached to the same people.
Let Ruiz fight Wallin White, because Wallin and White are fighting next, right?
They're fighting next month. Actually, they're fighting exactly a month.
If Ruiz is healthy enough after, let him get the winner. That'd be fine.
Yeah, and they're saying that Ruiz's next opponent is either going to be Charles Martin or Luis Ortiz. Ortiz's name gets thrown around so much for a thing, and he hasn't fought a motherfucker since. Like, honestly, I think
I'll still take the fight because both guys need a big win, especially Ortiz. And
Ortiz is
unbeatable.
Yeah, Ortiz is. I think now the division's starting to pass him by because his competition has just not been good. So it's like, he needs a big win, and let's say, and Ruiz needs a big win. And Charles Martin,
he could really ask for the trilogy with Joshua. Ariola win ain't enough. He beat a Dylan White or Ortiz or somebody like that. Then hey, Joshua Ruiz number 3 sounds pretty good now. Right.
Yeah, Ruiz, like I said, Ruiz's last opponent damn near took a fucking dive. So, that's not really a confidence builder. And prior to that, he's got KO'd by Wilder. So it's just like, dude needs a significant fight to get back in the mix, like a real fight. So
yeah, damn. That's I guess enough heavyweights today. Y'all gonna watch out football and shit.
Yes, sir. So my final thoughts. So let's see, Pilot, your final thought.
Sorry, I was watching football. I'm just playing. Glad to be back. It's been a while. There's been some jet lag, but the oil's back in the plane and we're flying, ready for some more boxing shit. Shout out to all the real boxing fans and everybody across the nation. Follow ringgaingradio.com everywhere you can, and have a good, safe week, y'all.
Yes, sir. Rome.
Top 5.
Yeah, I'm here. My fault. I was looking at a badass thing. No, but you already know what it is. Top 5. Chicago Bears gonna win the Super Bowl this year. Shout out Justin. What's his name? Justin Fields.
Justin Fields. You don't even know his name. Come on.
Justin Fields. Shout out Justin Fields. Nigga, I follow somebody playing, nigga. Shout out Justin Fields in his first start today. Finna put a foot in some ass.
Okay.
Nigga finna run it back. How many touchdowns he gonna rush for, Pilot? How many touchdowns?
So they're playing right now. So far, he's 3 for 4 with 29 yards.
What?
He picked up a couple snappers though. He picked up.
I have him on my fantasy team.
What's his rushing yards though, nigga? You probably got
He
75 rushing.
11.
20, right? 11.
11.
Yeah. He got sacked a couple times. He got a bad hit. He got a bad sack. Sorry.
Well, we might have to get Nagy out of here. Get this nigga Nagy out.
Hey, y'all niggas do your little football fantasy league. Y'all
my fault. Yeah, you already know who it is. On top 5. My single is out now, officially, unofficially, nigga. Superheroes, my own top 5, nigga. Y'all niggas be caping for niggas. I have to tell you how you give it up. I have to tell y'all how y'all give it up.
Yes, sir.
You feel me? You already know the top 5 coming. You already know the business. Ring Gang, the movie, the militia. Killing y'all niggas. Y'all can't fuck with this content. Y'all don't produce enough. What is wrong with y'all?
Big fact.
You already know what it is.
Oh damn, that's what it is, man. Yo, LB, your final thoughts?
Oh man, Ring Gang top 5 on the list you're not a part of. Kidnap your podcast. Turn it to a nah. Yeah, Superheroes is out now on all the streaming platforms. Video coming out soon. You know what it do. Uppercut season is out always. You already know. Return of the Sample King. Shout outs Plan Arky, RTDZ, Fight Architect, PJ, and damn, that's it. Okay. Plan Arky, PJ. Oh, and Prolific Genie. I know there's one more fucking person. Like, okay, yeah. And shout outs to Prolific, Ring Gang TV. You know what it do. Y'all follow the TikTok. More knockouts and fuckery videos coming your way.
Yes, sir.
Y'all make sure y'all follow the Soul War Shuttleworth on IG, Twitter for the artwork. Got that Canelo Caleb Plant art imitating life out right now. You know.
Absolutely.
You know, I think I'm gonna color it.
I said, bitch slap.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah. What did the 5 fingers say to the drug cheat? You know, y'all figure it out. I mean, you know, shout out to Caleb Plant, Canelo, you know, add a little artistic fuckery to this shit. But other than that, ringgangradio.com. The animated series, episode 4 is underway, still working on that shit. Want to be able to drop that before the year is over, so y'all could see how the whole rat arc ends. But it will start off next year with some fire shit, you know, for Ring Gang. But we just gonna keep making moves. New music, you know, coming soon. New articles, all that shit. So it is what it is. Ring Gang takeover.
Yes, sir. P, your final thoughts?
I mean, you know what it is. Ring Gang Radio all day. You know where to find us. YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, ringgangradio.com. You already know what it is. That's all I got to say.
Yes, sir. And then pretty much my final thoughts are to, you know, little football talk. You know, hopefully my Eagles get their shit together. You know what I'm saying?
Boo!
Nigga, shut up. So yeah.
Damn, hold on. You can't have the Eagles lose and Joshua lose. Damn, that'd be a sorry ass weekend, wouldn't it?
Nigga, shut up. Who asked you?
Oh my god.
So anyways,
You gonna start a fight after that. Like, you gonna have to win something.
Talk about mental health.
nigga,
You be right there with Ryan Garcia, nigga.
Yo, I can't stand you niggas right now. You know, I'm hoping to get it done against the Cowboys. You know, but other than that, you know, that's my little football thing for my final thoughts. But yeah, you know, Ring Gang is the squad. You know, we got the shit you want and need. You know, sub to everything. You know, especially, you know, our website and our YouTube. You know, tell your friends about us so they can sub, so we can all be friends. You know, because like I said, we do this shit for y'all. You know, like, because, you know, we're passionate, you know, fans of everything. You know, not just boxing, but other things too. You know, our content can't be beat, so it's real diversified. So yeah, definitely tune in and catch the wave, man. So for myself, Pat Schofield, the representative. for LB Shuttleworth, the God, the GOAT artist, for King P, Bodega P, for Conscious Pilot, and for Rome Top 5, aka Chicago Win. This has been another wonderful episode of Real Talk, where as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. So until next time, peace.